Well, personally, I've learned to be patient with myself as a parent and learn not to be hard on myself. One, I've learned to be patient with my child and now our children because I've got to look at things through the eyes of God. When we call him our father, how patient he is towards me whenever I do wrong, whenever I do right. And I've got to share the same with my child so far.
For me, parenting has impacted me by showing me that God can discipline me and still have love for me, just the same way that I discipline my child and I'm still loving towards them. I get to see how God has love for me and still disciplines me in that way. When it comes to transitions, while parenting, it's just important to be real with the children, because children understand way more than we give them credit. So just be vulnerable. Talk about how this transition is also affecting you and prepare them before the transition, during the transition, and also after the transition. It will make for smooth transitioning. Yeah.
On my end, I would say maintain stability and consistency. Don't allow your children to be taken through ups and downs without reading them. As she said, prepare them. So you should have had a routine that you stick to so that they experience stability throughout, even when you're going through that transition. But above all, pray and put your trust in God. To begin with, it's important to show your children how to live a Christian life. So we first start by modeling it. Children do not take up what they're taught. They catch things. So they'll catch an attitude, they'll catch a lifestyle. So discipleship starts with you. They have to see it in you. And it's important that they see you doing it first, because who else should they see following? Who else should they follow when doing such things? They should first see it with you. And in doing this, they should also accompany you to church community events, church services, and even in your small groups. Don't leave your children out when you're meeting in your small groups. Whether it's the worship team meeting, the home Bible cell, carry your children along so that they see you doing it and they will eventually follow through. That way they'll understand the importance of picking up and following in your footsteps.
To add on to that, I would say that as a family, involve your children when you'll be meeting to pray and to read the Word of God. When you'll be having family altar, involve them. Let them lead prayer. Let them read a verse. Let them memorize something. And also, when you're showing them cartoons, include godly content. Let it be music that they can sing along with. Let it be, cartoons. When we think of cartoon characters that are impacting them and showing them Christ, I think that would be an amazing start, because cartoons and animations really draw children. So starting from there, include godly content in what they're watching. So it is important for you as a parent to know the purpose of your child and to talk to God about that, because there's a reason as to why each one of us has been created. And I see this a lot when parents see their children bringing in results from examinations that they did not expect them to. But then they had a notion of who this child ought to be. But then every child, no matter what grade they get, there is a purpose for them. And there is something that they ought to do with their lives, and whatever it is that they have brought home in terms of grade does not dictate their purpose. So it's important for you to know who your child is, so that even if they get a grade that you did not expect, you will still train them in the way that they ought to go, with their talents and their abilities and their giftings to go in that way.